Well, to start off, I'm not too sure what to call all of this, because it's not exactly homosexuality, and paedophilia seems like too harsh a term, so I'll probably just say homosexuality, I think. I don't know. There's a long history of homosexuality just being accepted in Japan, notably the concept of Bishamon. This is essentially the concept where a man is a young boy is so beautiful that he transcends genders. This, for instance, was mentioned in the Tales of Genji in the Middle Ages, and the concept can also be found, for instance, in the kabuki theatres when young boys play girls, or even today in J-pop. But as priests back in the Middle Ages would often have sex with their young apprentices, and this concept rolled over into the samurai. Now, the term is wakishudo, and essentially a young boy would, when he's in training, have to wear a kimono, carry out all the menial tasks, and then have sex quite a bit with his master. This would only stop when the boys have come of age, so sometimes the masters would just delay the coming of age ceremony. But it should be said that these sorts of practices occurred around the world. For instance, most people know the Spartans did it, but so did the likes of the Janissaries and the Mamluks. They were slave soldiers, and most of the slaves were picked based on their looks, and sometimes there's reports of eunuchs having to keep away the Mamluks from the fresh recruits. There's a lot of stories concerning the samurai's love for their young apprentices, and I'm going to read you one. It's called Love Letter in the Sea Bass. Well, the introductory page, just so you get an idea of their feelings. It is said that cherry blossoms forever bloom the same, but people change with every passing year. This is especially true of a boy in the bloom of his youth. It is as if he were hit by a rain squall when the sleeve vents in his robe are sewn shut. He shudders under a rising wind when his temples are shaved. When at last he comes of age, his blossom of youth falls cruelly to the ground. All told, loving a boy can be likened to a dream that we are not given time to have. Keinosuke was the second son of the Mashida family, in service to the Lord Province where 8 clouds rise. He was a handsome boy from birth. By spring of his 11th year he had mastered the skills of both pen and sword. Everyone who saw him immediately fell in love. When the gods assembled at the great shrine, this boy was the main topic of conversation. There will never be another like him in all the provinces of Japan, they said. The gods had matched Keinosuke in a vow of love with a man also in the daimyo's service. He was Moriwaki Gonkuro, aged 28 that year. A samurai of reliable and trustworthy character. I'm sure you get the idea. You can read all these books online if you're interested.